Today, I'm critiquing the most expensive home ever sold in Calabasas, and then I'm going to give it an Arvin score at the end of the video. So if you ever decide to buy, design, or build a property like this, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad, I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy, and I have an announcement before we watch this video. I'm coming to your city, worldwide. If you want 2-hour consultation in person at your location, you can book me right here. Just make sure to include your plans and all the questions you have from me, so when I come there, I am prepared and we get things done. I'm so confident you will love this consultation that if you decide to join the inner circle, I will credit the entire fee towards your membership. Spots are limited and they are first come, first served. If your date and time is not included, request it and we will get back to you. Let's watch this video together.
What's up everybody, it's Enes here. Welcome to another episode. This week we're in Calabasas, California and about to tour this incredible newly constructed contemporary home right behind me. We got incredible amenities and some of the best views we've ever seen on this channel. We have a beautiful infinity edge pool, basketball court, amazing grounds, and over 22,000 square feet of interior square footage. So we got a lot to see today. Make sure to stick around. Now, stats on the house. We got 8 bedrooms, 14 baths, 22,000 square feet of interior space, built on a 1.75 acre lot, and this property is currently on the market for $37,999,000.
This property ended up selling for $30 million, and it is the highest sale in Calabasas history by $10 million. And this all happened in 2021, I believe. So we went through the whole boom, okay, 22, all that like prime time, and this record hasn't even been broken. Let's take a look. Can you spot the flaw they fixed? I give you guys 3 seconds. I always pause the frame and ask my subscribers to spot a flaw. 3, 2, 1. This used to be a shit lot. Yeah. Look, you see this hill over here? Used to come over to this area in the middle. They've built a retainer wall, pushed the dirt back against as far as they can, and then they've planted this lavender color plant over here. Now, there's a really ugly fence right above it, which I don't know why they've put it there, but overall, they've tried to turn a negative to a positive because this lot was sold for $2 million and change, and this property ended up selling for $30 million. Let's take a look and see why.
On the exterior, we have this wide walkway taking us up to the front entry. House is a French contemporary architecture.
Is it? I don't think French contemporary has smooth stucco. Look, it's completely made up, okay? What I'm happy about is that it just doesn't look like another tract home development in the Oaks because most of them look the same. A lot of them are very gaudy, neoclassical. This one at least looks somewhat modern. Architecturally, I'm going to rate it at the end of the video, but so far, on the front facade, I'm not impressed. And most importantly, the frontage is extremely weak. We're going to talk about lot utilization later in the video. You don't have a private driveway. You're literally on the street.
Now, let's go inside. All right, everyone, here we are at the entry. Beautiful glass pivot door. Now, let's talk about this entry. We have 2-story ceilings here with skylights bringing natural light in. Right above me, we have these chandeliers.
Looks like the house hasn't been neutered yet. It's interesting. Very interesting choice. Now, let's talk about the wow factor because you kind of have it, but you don't. You remember that hill I talked about earlier in the video? They turned a negative to a positive. They pushed it back, put the freaking, lavender trees up there or plants up there. It's really blocking your view. But you do see that depth of yard, and that's better than nothing.
And we're going to take this direction first, and this is where we have the formal living room and formal dining room area. Let's start with the formal dining room. Table for 10, 3 chandeliers above. We have built-ins on each side and casement windows bringing a lot of natural light in to this side of the home. Right in the center, we have this beautiful linear gas fireplace clad with glass and another seating area right in front of it. Same wood panel ceilings are also here, and we have more additional seating areas right in front of me. Let's continue. We have another feature wall on this side with floating shelves, and I love how they Put LED lighting right behind that as well. And we're used to seeing a lot of fireplaces in formal living room areas. This time we have a water feature, which is really cool.
This is not cool. You remember those games you press a button, the bubbles, and you're trying to fit? My editor will find one. What I like about this space is that it's separate from the living quarters. So it's a kind of an adult area away from the kids, right? And this is really good that when you go to the left, you get this nook over here. However, they went super masculine colors with really dark colors, grays and blacks. And then they tried to give it a pop with a purple, which kind of matches that lavender that we talked about earlier. The palette works, but the finishes to me are very cheesy, very masculine. It really corners you the market as far as, you know, more of a bachelor younger person who would purchase this, and that's not really good because the demographics are against you. Most of the people who are, you know, would be able to pay for a $40 million, $37.5 million home are much older. Okay, so now I'm not saying it can't happen, but you're really narrowing your demographic, and it's not really a smart move from a developer's perspective.
And this whole space is complemented with this bar setup on this side. Now, let's continue our tour. We take this hallway. We're kind of back at the entry. At the end of this hallway, we have the front door right there. Let's talk about this incredible steel staircase design right here.
What's incredible about this? There's nothing incredible about this staircase. The best thing about it is that they didn't actually screw up blocking your wow factor, okay? I like that. I'm very happy they tucked it in. They realized they can't make a beautiful one or an incredible one. They've tucked it away, but it's still in a very central position, right? So it's easy. It gives you that vertical connectivity really nicely and easily. Gets the job done.
Now, continuing this way, we have the breakfast nook right here with this beautiful marble table, chandelier above. We have the Fleetwood doors already pocketed in, opening up to the outdoor patio. We'll talk more on that later. And as we continue, we have more built-ins on this side. Everything is super sleek. I love the hardware. Let's get a close-up. Check this out.
Oh, wow.
And you even have the plug setup right here. Everything looks super sleek.
How light is that?
Super light. I love the hardware. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the family room. Again, family room has an open corner design on that side, Fleetwood doors opening up to the backyard. We have the gas fireplace set up here with the TV. I really like these textured walls as well. And we have a comfortable seating area here. Of course, right on the other side, we have another set of Fleetwood doors pocketing into the walls, opening up to another patio space. Right across, we have the guest house. We'll talk more on that later. But now, let's focus on this incredible kitchen. I love how simple and elegant this kitchen is.
I don't like the kitchen at all, but what I do like is the space again. Again, as far as allocating the right amount of volume for the purpose of kitchen, family, and breakfast nook, it's excellent. They really got their spacing on this floor really well. They have a huge space for the adults to have fun, and then they have a huge family area. Pretty much very efficient, very simple layout. You go right, the family, left, formal, you still have a wow factor. It feels open and airy. As far as finishes, again, these finishes are not really up to par for the demographic who really buys these properties. If you were designing a hillside property with views of the downtown LA, fun, like you could really go for these darker features. But again, the demographics who would really be inspired by this type of kitchen are very small, especially in Calabasas.
We have the sink right here, fabricated out of the same countertops. And let's get a close-up right in the center. First off, they have this beautiful cover plate.
Sell $37.5 million. This beautiful cover plate.
We have this paneled fridge right here. It's a push, of course. There you go. This is the first one. We have more built-ins right here. Induction, cooktop. We have the vent above tucked nicely to the ceiling. You get a little griddle. Mikey, let's get another close-up. Look at the cabinetry.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fantastically well organized.
This should be standard. In this price point, even above like 10 million, you should really have all the drawers set up, planned efficiently. Where they're going to have their forks, knives, glasses, everything should be planned up. Even like $2-3 million properties. But again, I'm not surprised they have this. They should have it. It looks good.
Overall, it's a very simple, sleek design. Of course, we have another set of pop-up plugs on the other side. Beautiful kitchen. Kitchen is complemented with this wine wall right here. Of course, it's temperature controlled.
You should be UV controlled because it's exposed to the natural light coming in. Again, it's not an ideal place where wine connoisseurs would really want to have their wine. You want to be somewhere with no natural light, completely blocked, and also a seating arrangement. I'm really hoping to see a wine cellar somewhere else in this property.
Let's follow this hallway, continue our tour. Another cool little detail right there. Coolest clock ever. Now, I guess part of the kitchen kind of continues on this side. The other side of the wine wall, we have another wine display here. Again, temperature controlled. And actually, kitchen kind of continues because right across, we have the caterer's kitchen. Come on in. We have beautiful upper cabinetry with glass panels and all the base cabinetry. All the built-ins are beautifully paneled in with stainless steel finishes.
It looks really narrow. The black and stainless looks good, but it looks very narrow.
And as we continue, we have the Miele gas stove here, commercial vent above. Cabinetry continues.
Oh, nice, a warming drawer.
That's right. And on the other side, we have a built-in desk setup. I actually got a chance to talk to the designer of this property. He mentioned it to me that he specifically wanted to put this for the chef to order the ingredients they need, which is really cool. Nice work area.
Except when the door opens, you're completely squished. Oh my God, this is what exactly happened. They realized when they put the door in, none of the cabinets could open up from this side. They're like, why don't we make it a desk? Empty space. We can sell it that way. Again, these are like smart as far as the developers, but it's not something you should fall for, you know? That's actually pretty annoying to put up a chair there. And then if anyone coming in and out from there, it's going to be super annoying.
Now, everything is beautifully paneled in with stainless steel. We have the freezer set up on this side, another one right here, built-ins, and right here, this is where we have the fridge set up. There you go, let's get a close up.
Super narrow, I told you. It's like 60-inch towers, and you probably have 65 inches of clearance. Not ideal, especially if you're cooking for a big event. You have multiple people cooking, cutting, you have to keep moving. Not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Now let's go back to the hallway. We have the staircase going up to the second floor. Another close-up. Look at the risers. They placed in glass.
Oh, nice. Mirrored risers. I don't know if we've ever seen that before.
No, we never did. It's a cool touch, and I love the LED lighting as well.
I like the fact that you have multiple staircases. Both of them are tucked away. This one brings natural light from the other side of the property, so it's gonna, make the internal space in the property more lit during different hours. That's the best thing about it, right? They're really placing the staircases in the right locations, not getting in the way of view, and actually, bringing natural light in.
Right behind me, we have this door opening up to a bedroom on this level, king-size bed, beautiful back paneled walls.
Is this your chef's bedroom? Why is it in the kitchen? Either this is for the chef or the most overweight person in the family. This is like the one that really has to eat in the middle of the night. This is great. I'm glad there's a bedroom downstairs, okay? It's important because if you don't, then the guest bedrooms would be in the family quarters, and that's not ideal. I talk about this on my channel. This is not bad.
Now let's go back to the hallway and continue our tour.
While we're walking, I just gotta say, y'all on the other side of the camera won't see this or experience this, but each of these rooms smells absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I don't know what they use, but every room smells different.
You get a little bit of a hint right here.
Joe Malone? Come on, man. Come on.
Now we're in the powder room. We have a floating vanity design, glass countertops, travertine walls around us, and on that side we have the toilet. As we go back to the hallway, we're back at kind of like the entry area. This is where we have the staircase, and we take this hallway. We have 2 more rooms to see. Wrapping around, right on the other side of that powder room, we have an additional powder room. We have more darker tones here. Again, walls are clad with stone.
Okay, at the first glance, you're looking at this, you're like, why would you put 2 powder rooms back to back? But it does make sense. You see, the last one is to serve everyone who is in the family room, right? The residents of the property. Like you're having dinner, watching TV, you want to use the restroom, you use that one, which is the closest. This one is for the office and for your guests to walk in and need to kind of, freshen themselves up before meeting all the other guests or you. So it's right by the door. I have no problem with it. These powder rooms are important for a property of this caliber to be in the right location. So far, on the lower level, hate the finishes, especially for the location where this property is. but the overall layout does make sense.
Now, let's go back to the hallway. Last room. 2 pocket doors. We have one on here, one on the other side, sealing off the office. Come on in. We have 2 desk setups, beautiful built-ins on each side. I guess let's show this side. We have another one of these sliding panels. There you go. I love that you have the plugs as well. This one is a front-facing room. We have the floating shelf design on the center.
Okay, the office is not bad. The way they've set it up with 2 tables facing each other is just not ideal. If there are 2 people working, they really need separate offices. They should have set up a lounge seating area on one side and the desk on the other side. But again, I like the location of the office. Hate the finishes so far on the lower floor, but overall, not a bad floor.
All right, now let's talk about this basement. Let's start right here. We have this hallway.
Oh my God. If you follow the channel, you know this. If you really want to screw up your basement, do it like this. A basement is an opportunity to wow your guests and yourself every day, okay? What you want to do is as soon as you take the stairs down, you have to give a great volume, right? Another wow factor. Think of it as another house for that matter, okay? You need to re-impress, right? That this is going to be an amazing place. If you take down the stairs and walk into a hallway, you've destroyed it. You've killed it. I can promise you they've set up different rooms that open up to different experiences, which really resembles a basement of a multi-story apartment complex where each owner owns like 1 unit basement, like storage area. That's what it resembles. And this was a huge missed opportunity because this was a humongous property. You had so many nice openings upstairs. So I cannot imagine why they chose this layout. Horrible mistake. This could have been the selling factor of the property.
And the door at the end opens up to the 10-car garage with epoxy floors.
How was that a 10-car garage? That was like a 3-car garage at best. If you stack them up tandem against each other, maybe.
And this door, let's go inside. This is where we have the laundry room, 2 washers, 2 dryers, plenty of storage. Now let's go back to the hallway. And we have another hallway right here.
Going from one hallway to another hallway. Fascinating. Good, great basement.
Now, let's go this way. By the way, this is where we have the elevator access off of the staircase. And right here we have this opening. Let's actually briefly go outside for a second. We have this exterior hallway here, which brings in a lot of natural light, but at the same time at the end, you have the staircase going up to your backyard, which makes accessing to the basement level easy. And also on this side, we have this textured stone walls. And on the bottom, let's get a close-up, we have the copper flashing.
This is the exact moment I feel like Enes realized this was supposed to be like a water feature, but at some point they changed their mind. Or they couldn't get the permits. They're like, you know what? Forget about it. This is weird. Isn't it? What's going on here?
Yeah, and that's all around the exterior, right?
All around, exactly. Gutters, everything. Now, plywood doors, and we have another hallway here. Let's check it out. I really like the wood tones throughout the house. They clad all the walls here with wood.
There is no other wood tone in the house. This is the first wood tone in the house we've seen. It's just Freudian slip here.
And we have an electric massage chair, dry sauna. Now, the other side, let's get a close-up. I don't actually need to go in there, but...
No, it's because you can't go in there. The table is blocking you, Enes. Not planned properly.
Fireplace, and you could probably mount your TV here if you need to.
Yeah, while your hair catches fire while you're getting a massage. Brilliant. It just squeezed everything by this hallway that it supposedly connects the backyard to. So while you're getting a massage, there comes your gardener. You're half naked. Oh my God. Horrible location. Like you have this gorgeous mountain, view of, Santa Monica mountains. We're going to talk about the view later, but you have this opportunity to double down on the mountain view and get that Zen feeling out of it. And you gave me a light well. And also you made it a pass-through area where people can walk. And that's where we got to get naked. Oh my God.
I've never actually seen a massage table that's also a massager in itself.
I think this is the first time we're seeing something like this,
Yeah.
which is really cool. We have the gym here, nice and spacious.
Nice and spacious. You see what I'm saying? They've completely screwed up this basement. It's a horrible basement. Again, opens up to a wall, which was supposed to be a water fountain, but then they changed their mind some way along the way. Very small, room to room to room, no volume, no oomph, nothing.
And at the end, we actually have set up Fleetwood doors again, pocketing into the wall, opening up to the outdoor access. That's where we have the staircase going up to the backyard. Now, let's go back in. We have more to see on this basement level.
More hallways.
Now, we're back at the landing. Wood-clad walls continue, and this is where we have the wet bar. I love the light tones contrasting beautifully with the black cabinetry, and we have a little bit of a seating area right here. Personally, I love this couch setup right here.
What are we, like, staring at the bartender? Who the hell sits in this arrangement at the bar? Horrible. And why the hell would you bring your guests over here to drink? You have 1.5 acres. This is the least inspiring bar. It really makes me, like, not want to drink. Like, if you have an alcoholic in the family, bring them down here. You don't need to go through a 12-step program. This bar will stop you. And then we got this wood paneling behind where it wasn't introduced anywhere else on the property. Pops out here. Horrible.
Let's continue. Pocket doors. We have one right here. We have another one on this side opening up to the movie theater. Come on in. 3-tier seating. We have the LED strip lighting on the walls, and we have the screen on this side. Bit of a more lounge and kind of comfortable seating on the lower level. And right above on the top 2 tiers, we have these electric lounging chairs made by Bugatti.
This is the worst thing Bugatti has ever made. I can't believe they made these crappy looking chairs. Horrible. Are you sure? Or just the developer told you? I don't know, man. This is really ugly chairs.
Now, as we continue this way, we have the game room right here. And I must say, this is probably the coolest pool table we have ever seen.
This is the worst game room I've ever seen. Horrible. Do you see how they've destroyed that volume in the basement? They completely screwed it up. The worst basement I've ever seen for amount of space they had, okay? They've completely botched, whatever you want to say. They've screwed up this basement in the worst possible way. Why the hell would you come and play pool over here? Why? It's so bad.
And right here, this door opens up to one of the bedrooms on this level with egress access, walk-in closet, and a beautiful bathroom setup with a floating vanity and a walk-in shower.
These finishes are really average for luxury, by the way. You know that. Did you notice that? None of these are like really $30 million caliber whatsoever. And you would assume for someone who, you know, bought the lot for $2.5 million, they would actually spend a little bit more on finishes to kind of, you know, justify the price point. But in this case, they didn't have to because the buyer was an idiot. Completely overpaid. Completely overpaid for this property. I know what you're thinking. Arvin, you're wrong. These people have business managers, real estate agents that look after their interests. They don't know crap either. I'm telling you. Do you think real estate agents know like 1/10 of the stuff I talk about? They don't. That's not what they're, trained on. They're trained on making cold calls for half of the day, making friends, okay? And then be really good in 30 minutes in the listing appointment so you would trust them to give them, your keys to them. And then they will, maybe are pretty good in negotiations or doing inspections and stuff. But they don't understand quality, and that's not their job. No one teaches them that, right? And this is exactly what happens. All these bankruptcies. How many videos has Enes hyped up properties on his channel where they went to bankruptcies? A ton of them. It happens all the time. And you guys think, they know what they're doing. They don't. They really don't. And that's why there's so many opportunities in residential real estate, because no one talks about the flaws of the property. It's taboo. I'm the only one who does it.
Now, this door opens up to the second bedroom on this level. King-size bed situated on this side with a padded back wall. This one has a tub setup with the textured walls, and they use the same textured stone all the way behind the floating vanity design right here.
This is like your maid's quarters, isn't it? These are like horrible bedrooms to even give it to your guests. They're not good.
And that's pretty much it for the basement level. Now let's take the stairs again, go up to the second floor and check out all the bedrooms. All right, everyone, here we are at the second floor. We have 2 spacious guest suites and the primary bedroom on this level.
Did you just say there are 3 bedrooms up here? Are you kidding? Are you serious? $30 million property, a mansion. You got 3 bedrooms upstairs? Dude, my house is like 2,300 square foot in Venice. I got 3 bedrooms upstairs. Oh my God. This is a disaster. At this price point, at the very minimum, you should have 4, but like mostly 5. You need to have 5, okay? Like 4 and like definitely a landing area. If not, a 5th bedroom that you can turn into maybe a upstairs living room. Oh my God, 3 bedrooms?
We have this wide hallway, skylights above, wood panel ceilings continue. I actually just realized the detail.
That what the neighbor can look in? Is that what you realize? I thought the privacy would be better than this, but it's not. Yeah, that's an issue. That's like private quarters upstairs. You and your 2 kids.
All right, first floor right here opens up to the first guest suite. Nice and spacious. We have the skylight right in the center, bringing natural light in. This bedroom is front facing. I love how cozy it feels. We have the king size bed right here.
Wait a minute, you just said nice and spacious and then it feels cozy? You look into the roof, you know, and the #1 plants you will find at your dentist are the ones outside of the window. The developer really went all out there to give you that greenery. It's so funny because I really admire developers who make money, and I really like this guy. I really do. It's like, it's funny how they can get away with so much and make money. Hats off to them. You know? If you're dumb enough to pay for it, it's on you. It's not on the developer.
This door opens up to the walk-in closet. Come on in. We have the built-ins. Everything is nicely paneled. We have the hangers, drawers, everything you need.
Kind of small. Again, for you have 3 bedrooms. You couldn't even give a solid walk-in closet for one of them.
Now let's go tour the bathroom. Kind of the same finishes that are also in this bathroom. We have the textured stone back wall, floating vanity design. I love these countertops and how seamlessly, you know, they transition into the sink setup.
Don't pay attention to that. This bathroom doesn't have a window to the outside, which is a negative for this price point, for any price point. Ideally, you want your bathrooms to have a window to the outside. Okay? This one doesn't. How did they manage this? They did really well on the first floor. They completely screwed up the basement. Like, you were better off just not having a basement. Okay? And this floor is the biggest puzzle in my head. Whose idea was it to give 3 bedrooms upstairs? The funny thing is that they actually sold it for $30 million. Now you're like, Arvin, you know, end justifies the mean. No, it doesn't. This developer got extremely lucky, okay? And the current owner is not going to get so lucky. I promise you that. This house sucks so far.
Let's go toward the second bedroom, which is right next to this bedroom. And it's right here. This one, I have a feeling this one is staged kind of as like a kid's room.
You think? Dude, Barney freaking exploded in this room. Oh my God. At least, you know, they've kept the palette. They even planted the lavenders up there. Again, this is actually testament to how important it is to keep a palette, because I can promise you that lavender behind that hill, which was really a negative and they turned it into a positive, it had a little bit to sell the property, you know?
Pretty much the replica of the other bedroom. Same finishes, hangers, drawers, everything you need.
Yeah, and I gotta say, just like every other bedroom in this house,
I know what you're gonna say.
this one smells really good.
Really good, right? I agree.
Yeah.
Joe Malone, bro. Look at this freaking finishes over here. These wavy walls, you know, whatever tiles they are, they were never in. They were ugly at, you know, birth. And it's even completely played out today. So if the current owner decides to sell this property right now, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So you just paid for all the finishes. And now they're like, you fell for them. You thought they were new and fresh at the time of purchase. Now they're completely played out. Like 99% of the people know these finishes suck and they're cheap. And you're going to end up, you know, giving a humongous discount. Discount. Beside all the other flaws that this property has, like 3 bedrooms upstairs and the worst basement in Calabasas.
Let's go back to the hallway now. And I want to briefly talk about the staircase design. Right at the end, this is the staircase that we showed it to you guys right after the kitchen. And it comes up, we have a massive picture window bringing natural light in.
Wait a minute. You don't even have a landing? Like, you don't have an upstairs living room. This was it. You only get a hallway. Very wide. Good hallway. Good hallway. But you don't have a homework area for the kids. You don't have a play area for the kids. They got to bring all their toys downstairs. Horrible. Horrible design.
Now, let's go to the most important bedroom in this house, primary bedroom. First off, look at this pivot door. It's insane. And we have this massive handle.
Dude, I can pick that lock. That is, look at that security for the primary bedroom. You're like, okay, you're in the Oaks, double gated. I'm going to talk about the location. It's actually pretty safe. But that lock, you can pick with a credit card, dude.
We have the pocket doors already opened up. This primary bedroom is one of the best we've ever seen on this channel. And I really mean that because of the amenities, finishes, scale, views, everything. This is the full package, right? We have the bed situated on this side. I love how they went with the wood paneled look on the back wall here as well. And we have dual bathrooms. First one starts right here. Let's go in. Natural stone walls. And right here we have the first closet. Nice and spacious. Again, we have everything you need. LED lighting, hangers, drawers.
You don't actually need LED lighting. It's a pretty small closet. I hope the other one is bigger. But overall, the best thing about this primary bedroom was not the finishes whatsoever, was that lavender hail. Whoever who came up with that idea and said this palette I really think sold the house. I think this was an emotional, dumb decision. When they the buyers saw the house, they looked at it and they're like, oh my God, it just makes me feel really good. And they couldn't really digest why, but that's what it was. I really do believe that.
And this is where we have the first bathroom, stone everywhere, skylights above. We have chrome fixtures throughout. We have another set of floating vanity design, fabricated countertops.
Cream, brown. Is this supposed to be his closet? I think this is like his bathroom. It should be, yeah. These are like, I don't know, 𝗕cie colors associated with male for some reason. The guy's definitely getting the shaft over here. The walk-in closet was pretty small for the guy. Overall, pretty weak bathroom for him. I would have not liked this at all.
Let's go toward the other bathroom and the closet. Actually, now that we covered this section, there's also this section, right? Bit of a seating area. Now this is the real closet. Check this out. I mean, this looks like a exquisite store.
It smells like one too.
Smells like one too. We have dual islands, drawers, shelving, beautiful LED lighting. I mean, we have everything you need.
It doesn't have everything you need. It's much better than his. It should have had an area where you can sit down. When you're getting ready, you have your stylist or your friends over, giving your opinion what to wear for the night out, whatever your husband is hanging out there. There should be an area where you can sit down and, you know, watch the person who's getting ready.
Now, another set of pocket doors right here going into the second bathroom. Well, I guess let's start here. We have the water closet, bidet with a privacy glass.
It's an overkill. You just need a Japanese toilet. You don't need a bidet. Like, the Japanese toilet can do both.
Right on the other side, massive walk-in shower, beautiful chrome fixtures, rain head, recessed lights, beautiful freestanding tub. Look at that tub filler. Again, we've never seen, you know, fixtures, everything, every detail in this house is so gorgeous.
Can we turn this thing on?
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, that is really cool.
That is really cool, right? And we have this massive picture window perfectly focused towards the view. And this is where we have the vanity set up, fabricated countertops with hidden drain sinks, wall fixtures.
This is never going to look good. They don't have enough area where, like, you know, the lady of the house will have their stuff. This is going to look pretty ugly. They should have had better compartmentalization around it so things could be hidden. That drawer on the bottom is not really user-friendly. Everything's going to be messy down there. They should have utilized the space on the wall around the mirrors to really help the owner of the house, the lady of the house, organize her creams, all that stuff. Maybe a refrigerator area where these creams are temperature control would have been smart. None of that stuff, none.
I want to take you guys through here. We have another set of Fleetwood doors pocketing into the walls, opening up to the balcony for the primary bedroom. And we have more additional outdoor space right here. This section is not covered, but we get a fire pit right in the center, beautiful wood decking. Now, why don't we go downstairs and check out the grounds and this incredible infinity edge pool. All right, everyone, we are back at the first floor. This is where we have the kitchen. Of course, Fleetwood doors pocketing into the walls, opening up the side of the patio. We want to start from this side because this is one edge of the property and we're going to work our way to that incredible infinity edge pool. Right in front of me, we have the guest house. Before we do that, right next to the guest house, we have a putting green. How cool is this?
Yeah, we don't really get to see this that often, but it's a nice little amenity to have.
No, it's not. It's pretty little and it's pretty uninspiring place to play golf when you paid $30 million.
Now let's go toward that guest house, which is right here. We already have the pocket doors opened up. It has a nice corner glass detail. And this is where we have the fireplace, bit of a seating area. And it's a full guest house. I mean, it has a dining area, very sleek kitchen, your paneled in fridge, induction. Let's go inside. This is where we have the bedroom. Again, very spacious. You get a bit of a desk setup on this side, TV, king size bed. And right here, this door opens up to the bathroom and the walk-in closet. Again, textured stone walls are also here.
Who came up with this gray, man? Come on. This whole gray and purple thing is just killing me. Oh, like they really somewhere saw the gray and purple matched, contrasted well, and they came up with the idea to you know what, we're gonna do gray and purple. That was the inspiration behind the house, and they got lucky. They really got lucky. Somebody paid for it. Overall, the location of this guest house is a little weird to be right in front of your kitchen, right? Like what you should have seen was a way bigger opening outside of there. That kind of guest house looking over to your kitchen is a little doesn't give enough privacy to your kitchen or the guest house.
Now let's go back out. We have the kitchen right here opening up and patio kind of extends out. This is where we have the family room. I mentioned it earlier, has a nice corner glass design here as well. And right here we get this covered section, outdoor TV, fire pit. That's where we have the breakfast nook. You get an outdoor dining area, beautiful space. And with these pocket doors, we get this amazing flow.
Yeah, and what about that sound we're hearing, Enes?
Yeah, this is another special feature of this home. So we have this massive retaining wall and they turned it into this amazing water feature.
I don't think Enes realized what they actually did here. First of all, they almost screwed it up by putting that ugly white fence above it, okay? You should have taken that out, okay? What are you trying to stop, coyotes or thieves here, okay? They can jump over that. And this was your moment. And it is so funny, and I really salute the developer for this, for turning the negative into a positive, which I believe actually sold the house. I really do.
Now, as we continue, walkway takes us to the side of the property. This is the other end, where we have a half-court basketball court.
Yeah, this is something else. This is different.
This is something else.
This hits different with me.
I know, I feel you. I mean, we literally have everything in this house. Views, privacy, incredible interior square footage.
Privacy? It says that as soon as the other house is looking directly into your basketball court. Now, let me tell you what I like about this space. I like the fact that you have a gate over here for your guests to come. If let's say you have school events, you don't want everyone to go through your property. A lot of kids coming out. You open it up this way. They enter the backyard. You can have, the slides and all this stuff that kids like. You set up your backyard. And you have a lot of backyard. You do have a lot of flat land. You have a huge lawn. You have a half-court basketball. You have a big swimming pool. So it really does have all those elements.
Let's take this hallway now. Let's continue. And we have a really cool outdoor seating area at the end. Let's check that out. I can't wait to talk about this pool, by the way. It's incredible. Now, we have this outdoor seating area, fire pit right in the center.
I thought he said fire. There's a fire over here. Whenever you hear fires in Malibu, Calabasas, this is exactly the mountain that catches fire. In fact, this is so close to the action, you can probably call 911 and report fire. You could work on behalf of the fire department, okay? You're that close to it, okay? And that is a major negative of this property. I don't even think it's possible to get fire insurance on this property because it is such a massive risk, right? It literally sits at the edge of the mountain. Fire moves up, so it makes it very difficult to insure. But overall, this fire pit, it brings the whole family in. Again, they're utilizing the backyard in a smart way, and I like that.
Now, this pool, the size is incredible. Also, you have infinity edge all around. Of course, the pool comes with a pool house. First floor, we get a full bathroom here. Let's check it out.
Nicest bathroom we've ever seen in a pool house.
I know, right? Floating vanity, beautiful marble walls, marble walk-in shower. Even here, you get a rain head.
Yeah, it's great.
It doesn't get much better, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's continue touring the pool house. We have the same wood clad also here. Your pool house has an amazing bar. I mean, it's amazing.
Dude, do you know what a pool house is? This is not a pool house. House needs to have walls. Oh my God. Enes, when did you make this video? Is this one of your first? This is horrible.
You may think, where's the barbecue setup? Follow me. It is right here, right behind the pool house. We get the full gas barbecue.
Oh my God. Right behind the bathroom. Okay, this is probably the worst barbecue setup for a $37.5 million home I've ever seen. Horrible. You're asking your gardener to do your freaking, make you the hot dogs? Horrible. What is this? $2 million homes have a better setup than this.
So this pool is quite ambitious, both on size and how it's been planned and designed. But I tell you something, it's worth every penny because it complements this house so well. You know, it kind of has that timeless look, but yet it's very contemporary. We have these incredible peaceful views. I've never seen any view like this before, ever. It's so peaceful. We have the Santa Monica Mountains.
It's peaceful if there's no fire. I'm going to rate the views, okay? It is peaceful, and this would have been a cool opportunity if they could have used the spa over here, the massage room, all those stuff that they tried to stick by a freaking light well in the basement would have been cool features over here to really utilize these views. Because mountain views in my book, at the best, it would be like a 5.5, a 6. And especially if they don't catch fire, right? So they haven't done that, and that's not ideal. Let's give it an Arvin score. But before I do that, look, if you want a third-person opinion on your transaction, on your remodel, someone who will tell you the truth, I'm here for you. Real estate mistakes are ridiculously expensive. Ridiculously expensive. If you don't think I can add $55,000 for a year of support to you today, which I'm raising next year, then don't call me. If you think I can add at the very minimum $55,000 in 1 year overlooking your project, then give me a call. Okay, location. This is the best apparent part of Calabasas. Oaks, second gate, double gated. I don't like it at all. I 100% prefer Hidden Hills. It's way closer to the freeway, way closer to the action. It's a community where it has a Western culture. It has a community where people kind of connect with each other. To me, Oaks is so disconnected. Architecturally, it's really ugly, and it's really far up the mountain to get here. It's really annoying. Like, you need 20 minutes to just get to the freeway, as to Hidden Hills is much closer to the freeway, considering you're already really out there in Hidden Hills in Calabasas. You're far away in the central locations in LA. So I'm not gonna give it anything more than an 8. Lot quality. Look, you have a flat lot, gorgeous lot. I'm gonna give it a 10. Lot utilization. You had no private driveway, not even a horseshoe. Your front setback was pretty tight for the price caliber. Your side setbacks were all right. Your backyard was huge. I'm going to give it an 8. Privacy. Overall, as far as theft and all that stuff goes, this is one of the most secure neighborhood in Los Angeles. Double gated. You really have to come up those trails. Not that it's impossible, but it's much, much harder than a lot of other locations within LA. But you did have multiple properties looking into the property at times. I'm going to give it an 8. Lot orientation. I believe you're southwest facing. Somewhere around there, I'm going to give it an 8. Architectural style, it's completely made up. I looked at the back facade too, nothing impressive. A lot of weird roof lines didn't really impress me in any way. I'm really glad that it's not ugly like a lot of the other houses in the Oaks. So I'm going to still give it a 4. Views, I was going to give it a 5 because it's mountain view, but it is pretty panoramic, and it has this kind of a cliffhanger jetliner view where it kind of drops and then you see a lot of peaks. It's quite beautiful. I'm going to give it a 6. Layout. The first floor was really good. The basement was horrible. The upstairs was extremely weird to only have 3 bedrooms. No, not even like a lounge area for the family to hang out. I can't give it anything more than a 4. Scale and volume. First floor was good. Upstairs was average. Basement was horrible. It was so compartmentalized, room to room to room, horrible. I'm going to give it a 7. Finishes. Very masculine, but they kept the palette together, which was gray and purple. And they literally found that one person, like that, whoever who came up with the whole velvet color freaking hill on top and picked that color and brought it to the house worked. It will not work again. I think you ran out of your luck. You found that one person who will buy a, modern, masculine home in Calabasas that the demographics don't like. As far as I'm concerned, the finishes get a 5. Now, here's the Arvin score. If you want to see the best house in the valley that I've toured, click over here. And if you want to join the inner circle for $55,000 for 1 year of support before I raise my prices, join now. I'll see you guys in the comments. Take care.